It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Oh boy, am I excited to review today's beer. This beer's from Manchester Marble Brewery. Manchester Marble Beers. One of the first craft brewers on this channel 12 years ago. Well, the channel's 12 years old. It might have been about 11 years ago that I come across their beers. I think Colin Strong was brewing their beers from at the time. And they were just knocking it out the park. I remember Manchester Dobber, I think it was called. Dobber. Manchester Dobber. It was just, the beers were amazing. But I remember having a bottle at the time of Manchester Bitter. And it poured out. Have a look at the original review of this if you like. Put in Real Ale Manchester Bitter and you'll see the review. It poured out all kind of hazy and swirly and light, and I was thinking, what's this in the glass here? And the aroma was terrific, the taste was amazing. And then the craft beer scene really exploded in the UK, where we had wonderful breweries come along, from Magic Rock to Beavertown, and the Colonel were already brewing beer. And this explosion, Tiny Rebel come along, this explosion of breweries. And for whatever reason, perhaps they just wanted to keep things small and simple, Manchester Marble Beers just didn't seem to be on the radar anymore. Until recently, I was down my local craft beer shop, Craft beer bar, I should say, Craft Republic. And in their beer fridge was this Manchester Bitter in a 500 milliliter can at 4.2% ABV. And I thought, I've got to get that. It's very rare, very, very, very rare on the channel that I will do a re-review. This is already on the channel, but it's been such a long time, 11, maybe 12 years since I reviewed this for the first time, that I thought I simply have to buy this beer again. Have to. First of all, it's canned craft beer, and it's not just a kind of 440. They've gone all in with a 500 milliliter can here. So here we go. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. This is more about nostalgia. This is more about where I came from when I first started reviewing beer. And do we have that same flaky kind of hazy? We do. Look. We do. Look at it. I was talking about flaky. Look at it. You're getting all of that kind of bottle condition goodness. You can see the sediment rolling round in the glass. I'm really excited. Please do a kind of side by side. Have a look at the original beer that I reviewed in the bottle, and have a look at this review as a kind of side by side, and see, because I'm going to do it as soon as I upload this to YouTube. I'm going to put the two videos side by side and have a look to see if this beer is in fact the same. It reminds me, I mean, it's a 12-year memory, so I can't be sure that it's exactly the same, but it sure does look the same. Look at that sediment. One finger whitehead, hazy golden amber colour. Let's get the aroma. Yep, it's that kind of slightly piney. See, now back then when I reviewed it for the first time, I was thinking best bitter. I was thinking Manchester Bitter. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, and then it turned out to be a New World style. And I was like, oh, I was completely blown away. It's orange peel, it's grapefruit, but with a lemon and lime. I can feel the smile on my face just getting the aroma for this beer. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Cheers to 12 years on YouTube. I haven't changed a bit, have I? It's just nice and solid. You know, if you were to kind of lean up against a column, lean up against a post that needed to take your weight when you were slightly tired. I'm always leaning up against something, especially when I'm waiting for a taxi or, you know, that time of night, waiting for a bus or a train or a taxi. I'm always kind of leaning up against something. And this is that structure. This is that kind of building, that lamppost, that trusty kind of bit of strength that you can lean up against, and you can be sure that it's going to hold you up. It's lovely. In my mind, this beer hasn't changed at all. It's the same really good, simple but excellent idea of a New World bitter. It's hoppy. There's some grapefruit. There's some orange peel. There's some lemon and lime. It's nice and kind of wafery and malty. It's nicely carbonated. And importantly, at 4.2% ABV, you can drink a gallon of it. As far as I'm concerned, you could really kind of knock back a gallon of this stuff and still want more. I'm kind of hoping that this is the start of something a bit special from Manchester Beers. Manchester Marble, I've called it Manchester Marble. It's Marble Beers, yeah, Marble Beers Limited. I hope this is something special from them. I hope that they start producing more beers in 500ml cans and people remember. I mean, I can remind new people who are getting into beer, but these guys were honestly, back in the day, if you ordered, back in 2011, if you ordered a beer from a beer subscription service back then, what were they called? My Brewery Tap. So you'd pay a monthly fee, they would send you a box of beers. If you paid that fee and the box of beers arrived and you had a beer from Manchester Marble Beers, then you were thinking that's a subscription service worth paying for. That really is. I'm going to carry on paying because, you know, we got a Manchester Marble beer in here. It's solid stuff. Yes, newer breweries have come along in the likes of Magic Rock and Beavertown and Tiny Rebel, and they've grown exponentially. But look where they are now. Look where they are now. Manchester Rock are up for sale. The other Four Pure Company up for sale. Beavertown, shadow of their former selves. The list goes on, doesn't it? I could talk about many breweries that have kind of blown up into great big companies, and the beer just doesn't taste the same. Apart from little Marble Beers who are just going along doing their own thing. I'd love to see them in more of the beer enthusiasts' hands. I'd like to see more people trying beers from Marble Beers, because honestly, what a stonking glass of beer. I'm going to rate it. I think that's really close to the beer that I was drinking 12 years ago, and for that reason I can't not give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. If you want to taste a traditional English British best bitter with a new world twist, then this is the beer to try. The fact that it hasn't changed after all of these years is absolutely remarkable. Punk IPA, Gamma Ray, High Wire. How much of those beers changed over the years? Unbelievable. I've given enough of a message here for Marble beers. It almost seems like an advert at this stage, but I promise you it's just my passion for good, honest craft beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe. Did I rate it? Did I rate it? I know I did. 10 out, I give it a 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.